Theranos, which is the blood diagnostics company that has had probably more hype than anything in the past year. We're seeing a lot of kinks in the armor after a Wall Street Journal story came out last week saying that its innovation may not be succeeding the way it had said it would, and the company's now fighting back. But what is your take on this?
I mean, this is such an interesting story. This is a company that was hugely hyped, and people were really excited about it. It's worth, it's been valued at $9 billion. Elizabeth Holmes, the founder, has been on the cover of almost every magazine. But now we're seeing what happens when you dig beyond the surface, and no one really had, honestly, until the Wall Street Journal did.
Now it's pushing back, saying its sources were misinformed, the Wall Street Journal story, and it has tens of thousands of customers. John, is that enough?
I mean, I think they put out like a 6,000-word statement yesterday kind of refuting this, but then all the media kind of went after what they said and said, they haven't actually defended their technology. Because they're a private company, they don't want to say too much,
right.
But then that puts the Journal almost in a position of power because they laid out a really strong case for why that, this company may be overhyped.
And Brian, I mean, lots of companies, their product may not work the way they wanted to in the beginning. I mean, to what degree is this just expected or normal, just a very high-profile company, or to what degree might it actually be misleading people? Where do you fall on that?
Could be both. I mean, what they're doing is they're taking on blood testing, 240 different tests. These are complicated tests for a range of diseases. And, the myth here was young woman at 19 forms a company. She's like the female Steve Jobs. She has this elegant device. It's a little pinprick. They'll get a drop of blood and test for everything. In the real world, it's more complicated than that. That's not to say their technology isn't brilliant and that it's not going to work out in the end, but obviously there's some serious questions that have been raised.
Definitely.